So, good morning, one and all. Myself, Lavanya, Assistant Professor, Department of ECE, SRM TRP Engineering College. So, I'm going to handle the subject on electronic devices. In that PN junction diode, we will be discussing further one by one. So, before we know about the PN junction diode, so basic things. So, what are the basic things, sir? So, introduction about electronics. So, what is electronics? Electronics is a science and technology, is a branch of science and technology which make use of controlled motion of electrons through the different medium or vacuum tubes. So, application of electronics in the sense communication, industrial applications, medical science and defense applications. So, what are the electronic components? Here, two components are there. One is active component, another one is passive components. So, what are active components? What are passive components? So, passive components are which could not capable of amplifying the corresponding signal is called passive components. Example: resistor, capacitor, inductor are the major example of passive components. Next one is active components. So, active components which are capable of amplifying the signal called active components. Major example of active components: transistor, logic gates. Okay, next. So, difference between conductor, semiconductor, insulator. So, conductor in the sense low value of resistivity, it allow the current through the corresponding devices is called conductor. There will be a flow of electrons in the particular conductor. So, example in the sense copper, aluminium, silver, metal, iron. So, these are the example of conductors. Next one is insulator. So, insulator in the sense exact opposition of conductor. There is no current in the corresponding devices is called insulator. So, insulator in the sense plastic pipes, rubber, wood. These are the insulator examples. Next one is semiconductor. So, conduction lies between conductor to the insulator is called semiconductor material. So, example of semiconductor material, silicon and germanium. So, what are the types of conductors? So, semiconductor may be classified into two types. One is intrinsic semiconductor, next one is extrinsic semiconductor. Then further extrinsic semiconductor classified into two types, N-type semiconductor and P-type semiconductor. So, intrinsic semiconductor is a pure form of semiconductor. We could not add any impurities to the corresponding intrinsic semiconductor. Okay, so example in the sense germanium and silicon. So, at room temperature, number of electrons is equal to the number of holes. While, so intrinsic semiconductor energy band diagram, so there will be a conduction band in the top of diagram, valence band in the bottom of diagram. So, center line indicates the Fermi energy level. Then y-axis indicates the energy level in the terms of electron volts. So, next one, extrinsic semiconductor is an impure form of semiconductor. We could able to add the amount of impurities to the corresponding extrinsic semiconductor, either pentavalent or trivalent impurities. So, comparison of semiconductor. So, one is intrinsic semiconductor, another one is extrinsic semiconductor. So, first one is intrinsic is a pure form, while considered to the extrinsic semiconductor is an impure form. Next, electron holes are equal in the intrinsic semiconductor. Extrinsic semiconductor number of holes is more than p types and number of electrons is more than n types. So, here Fermi energy level lies between valence and conductance bands. So, in extrinsic semiconductor, Fermi energy level lies nearer to the valence band in the p type, while considering a n type nearer to the conduction band. So, ratio between majority and minority charge carrier is unity. So, here extrinsic semiconductor, ratio of majority and minority charge carriers are equal. So, comparison between n type material, p type material of semiconductor. Here n-type material pentavalent impurities are going to add the corresponding semiconductor. In p-type semiconductor, trivalent impurities are added to the corresponding semiconductor. Here n-type majority charge carriers are electron. Of course, minority charge carriers are holes in the n-type. In p-type, majority charge carriers are holes, minority charge carriers are electrons. Then Fermi energy level nearer to the conduction band for n-type. In case of p-type, Fermi energy level nearer to the valence band. Okay, so n-type impurities. So n-type semiconductor, pentavalent impurities is added to the corresponding semiconductor. Is a pure form of silicon is shown in the figure. Then arsenic are the pentavalent impurities added to the corresponding silicon. Then arsenic have the 5 valence electron. Then impurities added to corresponding pure form of semiconductor. P-type semiconductor, trivalent impurities, gallium are the trivalent impurities going to add in the silicon. So added to the corresponding semiconductor material. Here 3 valence electron in the gallium bond. There is a covalent bond created among the holes and electrons. Next one, p-type and n-type semiconductor. Here in p-type, number of holes is majority charge carriers, number of electrons is a minority charge carrier in the p-type. While considering n-type, majority charge carriers are electron, minority charge carriers are holes. So these electrons are given to the p-type semiconductor. Then p-type semiconductor is called acceptor ion. It will accept the electron from the n-type region. So here, n-type region is called donor ion. So comparison of intrinsic and extrinsic we have already discussed. Next one is conduction in semiconductor. One is drift process, another one is diffusion process. So what is drift process? What is diffusion process? So drift process in the sense, when we going to give the supply to the corresponding devices, electrons are circulated around the conduction band, holes are circulated around the valence band. There is a energy produced in the around the corresponding devices is called drift process. Next one, diffusion process. Diffusion process in the sense, when we could not apply any other internal energy or external energy to the corresponding devices, so motion of electrons from higher concentration to lower concentration is called diffusion process. So motion of electron from higher concentration to lower concentration is an diffusion process. So p-type and n-type semiconductor, of course n-type semiconductor is called donor ion, p-type semiconductor device is called acceptor ion. So formation of p-n junction diode. So p-type material and n-type material are combined together to form a particular diode is called p-n junction diode. p-n junction diode have the two terminal, one is positive terminal, second one is negative terminal. Okay, so p-n junction is a lightly doped diode, and one more thing, is an unidirectional device. So p-n junction diode is an unidirectional device. It allows the current only one direction, either forward direction or reverse direction. So when we apply the supply to the corresponding p-n junction diode, so electrons are moved towards the holes, holes are moved towards the electron. So center we have depletion region are formed. So depletion region is also called as transition region or space charge region. There is a immobile ions are formed in the center of region is called depletion region. Next, so what are the cut-in voltage for germanium and silicon? For germanium, 0.3 voltage is a cut-in voltage. For silicon, 0.7 is a cut-in voltage. Next, this is a basic symbol of PN junction diode. Anode indicates the positive terminal, cathode indicates the negative terminal. So, is a forward biasing of PN junction diode. P-type material is connected to the battery positive terminal and N-type material is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Once we are giving supply to the corresponding PN junction diode, negative ions moves towards the battery's positive terminal, positive ions moves towards the battery's negative terminal. Center we have the depletion regions are formed. So in depletion region, compared to reverse bias, forward bias, the depletion layer width will be very small. Here large amount of current produced in the forward bias compared to the reverse bias. So this is a diagram for PN junction diode forward bias. So motion of electron and holes, center we have the depletion region formed. There is a immobile ions, we cannot change the depletion region ions. There is a motion of electrons around the device. So then features of forward bias and resistor, it has low resistivity. So current majority carriers, so current produced depends on the majority charge carriers. Depletion region width will be reduced for the corresponding forward bias. So these are the current components so present in the waveform. Here P-type electrons are moves towards to the positive terminal, N-type holes are moves towards to the negative terminal. Center we have the space charge region. The first one is P region, center we have the space charge region, then next is an N region. So next one is reverse bias. In reverse bias, P-type material are connected to the battery's negative terminal, N-type material is connected to the battery's positive terminal. So when we are given the supply to the corresponding device, PN junction diode, so holes move towards to the negative direction, electron moves towards the positive direction. So there is a depletion region, range will be wider compared to the previous forward bias. So this is an VI characteristics of an PN junction diode. So x-axis voltage, so y-axis current. There is a cut-in voltage in the forward bias, breakdown voltage in the reverse bias. So cut-in voltage in the sense in which voltage the current could be maximum is called cut-in voltage. In case of breakdown voltage, in which reverse saturation current, in which voltage, in reverse voltage, the current may be reduced, that is called breakdown voltage. In reverse bias, in which voltage the current value will be decreased, the corresponding point is called breakdown voltage. This is an VI characteristics of PN junction diode. Then the total current can be calculated I equal to I naught. So exponential of VA divided by the reference voltage minus 1. Here the reference voltage which is equal to K constant and temperature divided by amount of charge to the corresponding devices. Current flow in the forward bias is high, depends on the majority charge carriers. In case of reverse bias, current flow is very low while considering a forward bias. Then depletion region width also increased in the reverse bias. Thank you.